did that actually as the Embassy of Switzerland because we feel architecture is a very important art form in society in general. And we feel that architecture has much to do with society, has much to do with politics. And we feel that in times of change that Ukraine is now living through, architecture has become even more important. Well, I'm very happy about these premises, which the organizers of CANactions chose, because it shows that this is work in progress. It's an industrial environment, and you see that here industrial processes take place, people are working, people are thinking, people are walking, and that's what architecture should be about. It should be life in progress. And we can maybe walk. This is a master class, for instance. We should not disturb, but let's go this way. And now so what we see here is a masterclass with an eminent architect or maybe urbanist, and you have young architects participating, and I think that's the most important thing. You have people who are active in the field of architecture, and they are being confronted with new ideas. And Ukraine needs the exchange, every country needs to be open towards fresh ideas, and that's what you can get here.
Нунда в переводе «undo», что значит «не делай». Это новое направление. Мне кажется, что классно, когда люди вообще думают о том, что как разнообразить разные направления и потоки деятельности. И это, например, касается того, что не обязательно надо строить, чтобы получалась архитектура. Потому что не обязательно надо строить, чтобы получалась архитектура. Они говорят сейчас о том, что в любом городе есть такие места, в которых построено что-то, чего лучше бы не было, и что хочется снести или как минимум минимизировать.
Что, конечно. That's right. It's a shield. It's a police shield. You can use them differently. That's like after a conflict, you can reuse things in a peaceful way. It's a good symbol. Everything that can be used for aggressive purposes can also be used for peaceful purposes. Good idea. What is also very great is the hall. It's really open, you can use it for just any event. And I'm very glad to hear that we will have a political event as well. Because as I said before, architecture is not an art in the empty space, but it is an art which is deeply implicated with society and politics. Maybe when we are over there I can talk more about this project we are having. Well, this looks like an installation. I see it for the first time as well, so I don't have more of a clue as you have. I think everybody needs to find out themselves what this could mean. I think it's maybe the possibility to cross the Dnipro in this sort of cable car. I'm not sure if this is the idea. No, but we see here, let's say there's art, there's architecture, there's creativity, and I think that's what really is needed in these times. We have a very good cooperation with Mr. Sotov and his team from CANactions. They're very professional, and they created this open space, and we are, as I said, very happy to be main guest this year in CANactions. Shall we walk on, or? Yeah, let's maybe move on a little bit, or this way, as you wish. Would like to cross? Okay. Well, you try it. Please have a seat. That's for you. I'm not sure. Enjoy it. To the place where the discussion will take place. We will have discussions there on Friday, and this will be interesting because the organizers will invite the candidates for the post of Kiev mayor to this place. Because this is about urbanism, this is about the cities, this is about Kiev, and there will be an open discussion with all candidates for Kiev mayor. And the idea is that they say how they see the future of Kiev, what projects they have, how they see the city in 20 years, and of course also where they take the money from to realize all these ideas. So here on Friday, 10:30, there will be a discussion round with the candidates for Kiev mayor. So I think that's another good idea of the organizers, because it brings culture, art, architecture together with the political sphere, with society. And it's only when these two sides come together that you can really realize projects. So you told me, or the question was, what I think about transforming this industrial site into an art cluster. I think it's an excellent idea, because it's big and you can have projects like theater. For instance, the Gogol Fest is here, at least partially. It's good because it has open spaces. You can use them in a very modular fashion. You can bring together different elements. You have as much space as you want. So this is certainly very well suited for art. And what you see in many Western cities is that the industry moves out of the city center. So in many cities like Zurich in Switzerland, or also Berlin or so, you have huge open spaces like this one. And then you can use them for a new objective, a new purpose. And of course art is what comes to your mind. What would be good if you would have also people who could live here and could have workspace. So what you see sometimes in Western countries is that in this type of industrial surroundings, you will also have living space for artists. They could come in here, they could live maybe two months in an atelier style. They could work here, they could have exhibitions, and they would feel the city and work together with society. These are artworks on basis of photographs that Mr. Régis Colombo, a Swiss urban photographer, has done in different cities. And you see the first is Kiev, then of course you have Paris, you have Barcelona, you have New York, then again New York, I think you have Boston, you have Lausanne, the Swiss city where Mr. Colombo comes from. And he works with enormous amounts of data and of photographs that he does. So he told me yesterday that each of these pictures has about 9 gigabytes of pixels, which is equivalent to 2 full films. So he uses a lot of them. And he wants to create sort of an impression of just one city. And of course he cannot show everything. He needs to take some iconic elements, but he also wants to bring in the human side. There's always persons, there's architecture. And I think he makes a good blend of the human side and the architecture side.